Om Shanti. Good morning. Beautiful song. Baba is. We are reading the Murli of April 5th, 1981. So Baba was talking about dharma and karma. So when we align to Swadharma, our karma will become very powerful. And as part of the practice, Baba was asking asking us to reflect on this question on who am I, what kind of soul am I, who do I belong to, and allow Baba's qualities to emerge from us and become like Bab Saman, like bestower, world bestower, merciful, and asking us to align to our Swadharma by emerging, by becoming a Swadarshan Chakradari, emerge all the 5 forms, all the capabilities of being that powerful soul, angel, and that bestower as a Devta, and uplift the whole humanity at this last time of the last phase of our physical existence and bring them closer to Baba. And Baba says, use all the swamans Baba has given to uplift and align ourselves to our Swadharma. So Baba was also talking about purity, the purity and Swadharma, and becoming full of all powers now before it gets too late. Importance of the time is another thing Baba was bringing our attention to. So Baba was talking to Kumaris who just completed their training and then becoming teachers to have this strong determination that who they are, who they belong to, and become number one, not become number wise, become worthy by being a sample. Sabut and Saput is one thing Baba was giving our attention to. And then other group Baba was meeting is asking Baba is asking us to claim all 3 certificates, certificates from the self, from the family, and also from Baba. And here Baba was talking about, try to have a big heart, big vision, look at the big picture, uh, uh, look with the perspective of eternity. As a soul, I'm eternal. As everyone has their own role to play, and that part is also eternally etched into the soul. Drama is also predefined. Baba is always there for us, no matter what. Having this awareness raise above the pettiness of the situation, and 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 humility is one thing that Baba is bringing our attention to. Humility is not defensive or not aggressive, but raise above the situation. That makes you great. The greatness is what revealed through that. And Baba is telling, become like a lighthouse and spread this, spread your specialities in all directions. Um, so let's read another point where Baba was interacting with the groups. So Baba says, let me read this again. So pay special attention. There is carelessness in this, in paying attention. When you say that you are fine, that is okay. But those who are fine are also able to mold themselves. If others have waste thoughts due to your behavior, Then if you were to mold yourself, what loss would you experience? At least you would receive everyone's blessing. These blessings are also beneficial. Do not go into the expansion of why or what. Put a full stop to all questions such as, why is this like this? Or how will this happen? Etc. Now become like a lighthouse and spread this speciality in all directions. This is known as someone suggesting something and someone else accepting this. किसी ने बोला, किसी ने माना. You then become instruments to give happiness to many. Don't think that you will demean yourself by doing this. No, just think that you are transforming yourself because you have made a mistake. Even at work, you have to make some physical effort. Therefore, what does it matter if you bring about little transformation in yourself in order to become great, elevated soul, Mahatmas? You have to become Arjuna in this. Through this, you will be able to change the atmosphere. So the focus priority is to shift the atmosphere. It will then spread from one to another, one to two, and two to three. To admit having made a mistake is not a big thing. However, when you have not made a mistake, but in order to pacify everyone, you admit that you have made a mistake. That is great thing. If others then try to clarify the situation and say that you did something, if you are brought down, it doesn't matter whether others know you are right or not. At least you have claimed a number ahead of Baba's list. So we have this big impulse when we were proved wrong before 10 other people. So Baba is asking us to look in Baba's perspective. No matter what, you are demeaned over all before everybody else. You may be lowered before everybody else, but you claim a number ahead in Baba's list. That is not called suppressing yourself. Some Brahmins speak this language when they say, how many times do I have to give in? How many times do I have to die? How much more do I have to tolerate? If you are subservient here, many others will massage your feet there. It is not suppressing yourself, but becoming worthy of being worshipped by many others. This is how you become great. Acha. So Baba is meeting another group. This year, make a new plan, such as is related in the story of the king who conquered the attachment, Mohajit Raja. Whichever relative he went to, he gave that knowledge. Here too, whenever anyone comes to meet you children, let them have the experience that they are meeting angels. As soon as they come, let them feel that this is magic. Wherever you go and whoever you meet, let them experience magic. You saw the father in the beginning when he hears the Murli, or when he saw the family, he would become intoxicated. Similarly, now too, whatever they may have thought, let them go back having experienced multi-million-fold more. Now make such a plan. Anything is made possible with determination. If one person gives such an experience, everyone else will follow that one. What experience? experience of being an angel, experience of being in intoxication, nasha. When you hear the Murli, when he saw the family, he would become intoxicated. Give people this experience of being Mohajit Raja. Point Baba is telling, this year, each of you have especially to imbibe the virtue of tolerance. When someone says something about another person in a gathering, you should remain quiet. Then for how long would that person continue to complain of others? Eventually, he will become silent. You simply need the courage to listen to someone 10 times. In order to change someone, you will have to tolerate a little. You need a lot of power of tolerance. Do not feel helpless if you have to listen to something just twice. You may even have to hear it 10 to 12 times and tolerate it. Even Father Brahma had to change the sanskaras of so many children. Even Brahma, the first and the greatest authority, also had to listen to so many little children, and also those who had no knowledge. He also had to tolerate every insult. People used to insult Brahma Baba, and so who are you? Since Brahma Baba tolerated everything and brought about transformation, you have to follow the Father. It is just a matter of having courage. For then, everything will become easy. Initially, you will wonder how it is going to happen and how much will you have to tolerate. If you don't lose courage, it will happen instantly. When you think that it's going to happen sometime in the future, then your thoughts become weak. Instead of wondering how much longer that is going to continue, but put determination in your thoughts. By worrying about the future, your present stage becomes weak. So one thing, don't worry about the future. Focus on the present. Focus on your stage. And you exercise this power of tolerance and power of courage. So there is this war cry called strength and honor. So hold your stage by having courage to stay beyond. So that needs a lot of strength, because Maya and all the drama and all the scenes will try to pull you down. So you need a lot of strength to stay beyond, a lot of courage to stay soul conscious, to have this big picture in mind, especially when we have put intolerance constantly by again and again so many times. So Baba says, have strength, have courage, have tolerance, and stay stable. Baba is meeting brothers and sisters from Gujarat. It has become easy for you to come and go in the corporeal form. Ana, Jana. You very quickly come here and go back. Who is you? That is the consciousness. Consciousness goes beyond in the incorporeal, and consciousness comes into corporeal. You very quickly come here and go back. Just as your practice of coming and going in the corporeal form has become easy In the same way, do you souls have the practice of going into your karmatit stage? 1 minute you are karma yogi and performing actions, and as soon as you have finished that task, you become stable in your karmatit stage. Do you experience this practice to be easy? Just as you have the aim of coming to Madhuban and you prepare yourself and come here, in the same way, you should always have the aim of remaining in your karmatit stage. Become a karma yogi just in namesake and then become karmatit again. What preparations do you need to make for this? You must become double light. Do you know how to become double light? To consider yourselves to be a trustee means to become a double light. Secondly, to consider yourselves to be a soul means to be light. Karma yogi is double light. To become soul conscious means to be light. You know how to prepare yourself in this way, do you not? By paying attention to this, you will be able to go into the karmatit stage. By paying attention to be soul conscious, you become light. By paying attention to be a trustee, you become double light. I'm just a medium. Baba is the current Karavanhar. By having this awareness of being a trustee and soul conscious, you become double light. By paying attention to this, you will be able to go into your karmatit stage within a second and then become a karma yogi within a second. Just as it is natural for you to perform actions, so too it should become just as natural to go into your karmatit stage. You do practice this, do you not? Those who constantly remain in remembrance and do service will easily and instantly receive the fruit, the practical fruit of that. They will not even wonder whether it's possible to do this, but will naturally continue to experience it. While moving along, they will experience it as it is remembered on the path of bhakti. When God comes to give, he tears off the roof and gives. So here too, your roof of effort will be torn off and you will experience everything to be easy. It's beautiful. So Baba is bringing our attention. What does it really mean to be open the roof and then pour in? So the roof of making hard effort will be torn off and you will experience everything to be easy. And what in particular gets easy? You becoming karmatit, going beyond. And by practicing these two, by paying attention to these two aspects, being soul conscious, you become light, and being a trustee, you become double light. By having that, paying attention to these two practices, you will feel being karmatit very easy. Since you have become the children of Almighty Authority, why should you need to labor for anything? All of you are easy yogis, are you not? So beautiful, very inspiring and very uplifting. And at the same time, there's a practice, there is inspiration and motivation Baba is giving to move forward. So Baba is making double furnace. You're all now going back so that each of you can bring many more back here with you next time. You're all going back so that each of you can bring many more back here with you next time. This is why you are going, isn't it? You have to give the message to very many souls. Only when you make effort with intense speed will you be successful. Now each of you has to create plans of service very fast. Always consider yourselves to be a messengers of peace. Just like the Tao of the peace you show, there are many abroad who are searching for peace. Therefore, you must spread waves of peace wherever you go. You are the messengers of peace, the children of the bestowers of peace. When everyone receives your message of peace, they will consider you to be gods and goddesses of peace. You are returning from here, having become this. Are you not? What will happen when so many gods and goddesses of peace spread peace everywhere? The flags of bestower of peace will be hoisted and thus revealed. Those from Germany will hoist a flag for some time new so that everyone's attention will be drawn to Germany. अच्छा, मीठे मीठे सिकिलदे बच्चों प्रति माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग. रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते. हम रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप दादा को याद प्यार, गुड मॉर्निंग और नमस्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते. The beautiful Murli, lot of inspirations. So let's take a couple of minutes to reflect and try to experience Baba's love in this Murli. And try to follow through Baba's guidance and making everything easy to become karmatit. Make yourself very comfortable and still inside. Make your mind very spacious, very calm and clear. Make your heart very broad and open. With your intellect and with your heart, try to perceive the calmness of the soul world. Gracefully raising your heart beyond. Raising your awareness. Try to feel the pure, eternal awareness, that endless peace, that pure peace. Make your heart and awareness very stable, at home. very comfortable. Very light, naturally experiencing your presence as this pure soul, pure peace. Feel that sense of lightness. Very stable stage, very close to Baba. And have this awareness that in that world of action and interaction, you're just a medium, bringing Baba's pure peace, pure love, pure light as a trustee into that world of action and interaction. You own nothing in that world. You lose nothing in that world of action and interaction. You're just enjoying Baba's love and light. No resistance to anybody's comments or behaviors. Natural strength is building in your stage. Stable and steady. Natural tolerance out of your loving presence. With clear awareness. Just being a trustee to carry God's love and light into this world. Keep spreading this light. And try to anchor yourself very stable with determination, with very stable stage, strong, stable, and steady in your double light stage. And you see you're naturally becoming very softened up, and your divinity is naturally emerging with this presence. Naturally getting aligned to your dharma with the simple practice of being double light, your divinity, your worship worthy form in this double light angelic stage, in your Gyan Swarup, Karma Yogi stage. You're naturally getting aligned to your Swadharma. And fully aware of all your 5 capabilities of your 5 forms. Swardarshan Chakradhari, double light angel, making everything natural and easy. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So, how are you going to use this Murli? What experience did Baba give? What things are made easy with this Murli? And how are you going to use this experience from this Murli for the rest of the day? Feel free to unmute yourself and share your thoughts, comments.
Shanti. So I like this point what Baba said about the karma yogi, so balancing karma and yoga. So Baba says we need to become double light. So to do that, we need to, consider ourselves to be a trustee. So it's easy for us to become double light. And the another method Baba said is consider yourself to be a soul. And then as soon as we are done with our karma, then we have to create a stage of beyond, going beyond and stabilize in that stage. And this practice is going to help us becoming that karma stage. And yesterday, Sakar Murli, there was a line where Baba said, until the war takes place, you cannot become karma at the stage. I don't know if you noticed that. So it's kind of a contradictory. Would you like to throw some light to it?
Yeah. So one of the things is, have you ever found that after being in Gyan for decades together, every time you listen to Murli, it's like, wow, I never thought about this. And now it is all new now. You're starting all fresh after a few decades of being in Gyan. So in other words, like they say, like it's like onion layers, you keep peeling one layer after another layer. So every time Baba gives knowledge, or every time we listen to Murli and then practice based on that Murli, one layer is real released. So unless we remove that layer, we don't know what else is blocking behind that layer. So especially with that in mind, uh, you definitely, by practicing, like based on today's Murli, by just practicing being soul conscious, being double light, being a trustee, you can feel your stage is different from 5 years ago when you're practicing the exact same thing. So you'll feel that, oh, there is more depth to this practice of being karmatit, being a karma yogi, or being an angel, or being conscious of being a soul. Uh, every time you keep practicing, you'll see like, oh, there is a no more depth to this. So in Sakar Murli, you'll see Baba Baba is churning very deeply, so wherein Baba says that if you look at the big piece, the real karmati is when you're really beyond action and interaction, right? So that is a ultimate karmati. So in Sakar Murli, Baba was talking about that, oh look, there are a lot of layers that will be getting shared, but that is what is your destination, that final stage of being karmati. Because once you really become karmati, uh, you will be so pure that this world cannot host you. So until then, you have little bit of this or that going on, right? And that is what Baba was telling there, that absolute stage of karmatit. And here in Avyakmuli, Baba was telling that you have to go through these layers, right? Different versions of being angel, different version of being conscious, of being the soul. So one is uh, having the awareness in your head that, oh, I'm a point of light, I'm eternal, there is a pure version of me, and that is an idea in our head. So when you keep churning on that idea that I'm a soul, pure version of it, and once in a while you go into the silence in that awareness, and then you start feeling something lighter, right? So you will be going, our attention goes back and forth in head and heart, head and heart, head and heart. So, and after a while, you stop churning because you already did your work on and the head level. And then you start practicing more at the heart level. And then you'll feel more lighter. Your heart becomes more lighter. You feel your stage is very close to your heart. What you feel. Your heart will start getting more lighter. But still, that is not soul conscious. The real consciousness is you're not even feeling. And once the feeling also gets to total calmness and stillness, and you're so absorbed in your presence that you are not even aware of you are experiencing anything at all. And that is the stage you become, uh, in meditation, they use the word called being timeless. When they go into the deep samadhi stage, they become timeless. Like they're not even aware. Everything comes total still, right? And in other words, what takes you away from that stillness? Your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, your behaviors, others' actions, uh, the shift that is happening in the world, shift that is happening in the nature, and all other things is what is taking you away from that deep stillness, right? So the real karmatit stage is when you're totally beyond any awareness of anything external. So when you go into that deep stage of samadhi, where we call deep stillness, you're not even feeling. All your heart is so pure and clean and clear. Your head is so clean and pure and clear. And your presence are so still. You're not even aware that you're aware. And you go into that state of timelessness. You're beyond, really beyond. And that is a stage, that is an experience that we will end up experiencing in the soul world eventually, anyhow. So that stage is very close to few seconds before going to the soul world. I think that is what Baba is elaborating when in the Sakar Murli, when he was telling that, oh, the real karmatit stage is that. But here in Avyak Murli, Baba is telling more intermediate stages of that. When you become karmatit, you will become an angel. You will be expressing and experiencing naturally. Follow, right?
Yeah, thank you. Right. So the practice that we do is got to take us there slowly. It's all stepping stones, right?
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Yep.
Um,
Go ahead.
I like the point where my Baba has told today that having made a mistake is not great, but when you rectify it, it becomes great. This is my takeaway point. Om Shanti.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I would like to share a reflection. It's Murli is a collection of so many powerful takeaways, but one I would like to reflect upon is that have you made the father's sanskars your original sanskars and
Yeah.
become so uh, let them become so naturally flowing that when we can say this is my nature instead of the past sanskars, 63 births, that body consciousness sanskars. The soul endeavor is to make it so we can say integral that we can say father's sanskars are my original sanskar. That is so intoxication, and just if we experience that father is a bestower of blessing and always constantly merciful. So these this will flow. This energy will flow through in my thoughts, words, and actions. And where the labor ends, only the love prevails, isn't it? Love and unity and discipline prevails. So who am I is the actually when we say who am I? So I am not even Om. I am not even the whatever is the present position. I am not even my body. I am not even my mind. Not even my intellect. Not even my sanskar. Not even my sense organs. I am beyond all this. And then when I deeply realize, then I am equal to Father. Then my father's sanskars, father's mind, father's intellect is mine. First, I have to detach from everything what I am holding on right now, and which is having the some traces of body consciousness somewhere in a subtle form. When I look at all these settings from a distance, look at my own self from a distance, then I realize that I am actually Bap Saman. Uh, Bap's father's everything is mine actually. Only when I detach from what I am holding on to now. Om Shanti.
Lot of depth to this practice.
And that is Baba says Swadharma and distinguishes it with the Paradharma. Paradharma brings fear. Swadharma brings freedom.
Mm.
And true independence is Swadharma. And what was my dharma before गर्भ में प्रवेश करने से पहले before entering into the embryo in the mother's womb? Who am I? Who am I? And after I leave this body and these settings, these limited world settings, who am I? When I started the cult, who am I? Right now, who am I? So if I can relate that to that who am I when I am in Paramdham, the incorporeal world, the soul world, who am I? That is equal to Father. That is the original sanskars. My Swadharma is purity, peace, happiness, bliss, love, powers. That is, Baba says, we know the soul accepts it, but has the soul become embodiment? Is the soul naturally made that as nature and then free of labor? Or sometimes we forget this and then go to the body consciousness and then, you know, they get entangled in the cobweb and then cry for help. save me, save me. And then so that's beauty. That's what Baba is bringing out actually. Swadharma, you're originally peaceful, knowledgeful, blissful, originally.
Mhm.
But we have taken on so many things now. We are holding on so many false attires that the original thing has hidden. And so
Mhm.
that the experience that original is what is Swadharma, and that is the dharna. So
Mhm.
that really, that's a takeaway for me. Om Shanti.
Yeah, I like it. Especially when you're mentioning about when you are in your Swadharma, you become fearless. That's true. And Paradharma creates all of this, takes you away from that pure presence. Yeah, thank you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Actually, Baba says that there is no difference between me and you. Only that you, child, what you do, you become body conscious. Body conscious doesn't mean that you are not that what you are. Only the thing is that again you have to become soul conscious. For that, the setting has to be changed. Baba gives the knowledge, and by several drills, Baba makes us soul conscious. What I feel that the setting basically, how the setting can be changed. The first letter, the S, for setting to be changed, you have to be soul conscious. And when we are soul conscious, we are connected to Baba. And the next letter E, when we are connected to Baba, we become embodiment of Baba's knowledge. And the first letter T, by becoming Baba, embodiment of Baba's knowledge, self-transformation takes place. And another letter T, with that self-transformation, world transformation takes place. And that is by practical purusharth, that is I, that is moving inwards, inward journey. And in that inward journey, the magic takes place. That the letter N, that is become Nirakari, Nirvikari, and Nirahankari, and that is G, Gyan Swarup. In this process of setting, we completely change, and our setting changes, we become soul conscious and connected to Baba. And when we are connected to Baba, that Sankarang takes place. And again, we become what actually we were. That is actually Raj Yoga. What you were, you become that by coming in contact with that, with your father, with your own. Because Baba says, दुनिया में एक मैं ही तुम्हारा हूँ, तुम्हारा कोई हो ही नहीं सकता, एक मैं ही तुम्हारा हूँ. सो मेरे साथ आ जाओ, मेरे संग आ जाओ, संग का रंग लग जाएगा, फिर तुम वही हो जाओगे जो थे. ओम शांति.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Brother, I just want little clarification regarding Paradharma and Swadharma.
Mm-hmm.
Paradharma examples and Swadharma examples. Om
Mm-hmm.
Shanti.
Yeah. So like in today's Murli, dharma is the nature of the self. So, and then especially in Bhagavad Gita, there is a saying, Paradharma is very dangerous. Like it is very scary. Swadharma, even if it is simple, it is natural. Even if it does not has that glitter and paraphernalia around it, Swadharma is very uplifting and very healing and also empowering. So coming back to with that in my mind, Paradharma is so there are few things, right? That Paradharma is Paradarshan, Parchintan, being extroverted means taking my attention towards external things. So if I start going one step little deeper into how do we relate to other people. So we relate to other people by resonating with them. For example, when somebody says something, like they say like, oh, I feel XYZ. So then it is just a statement. So we try to translate that statement into when did I last experience that? And then we emerge that experience. And then we try to relate to the other person, right? So either it could be a words, either it could be their body language. We try to imitate their body language and then try to experience for ourselves what they are experiencing. Or it could be any scene. For example, if you witness somebody going through something, you replay that scene within yourself, and then you recreate that experience and emotion within yourself, and then you experience, yes, I can resonate with that. And that's how movies movies work. We witness, we observe whatever is going on the screen, we replay it as if we are going through that motions, and then we experience some emotions within ourselves. So having said that, if my attention, my focus of attention is external, I always be in a triggered emotions. So that will always bring my awareness back to when I experience that in that body conscious stage. So it always keeps me in that body conscious awareness, which is not my true dharma, true nature, true stage. So so being, for that Baba says, like, be antarmukhi, be stay introverted, and then don't try to relate to them at that emotional level or at the story level or at the part that they're playing level. Because when you relate to them at that level, when you played a similar part, or if you have played that similar part, what you have experienced, which would be body conscious emotions, which could be a triggered emotions, it will pull you back into that transient emotional state, which is not your natural state. So instead, Baba says, take your attention beyond, go beyond all of that, stabilize yourself in your soul conscious stage, and then relate to other person going through their own motions. But now when you are stable in your soul conscious state, in your Swadharma, very much anchored in your Swadharma as natural, peaceful, blissful self, you're not empathizing with their emotions. You're empathizing with the soul. And then you inspire the soul to pull themselves out of those emotions too. So that is how you should be relating, and that is what is an angel does. Angel pulls the souls out of their emotional roller coaster or emotional drama that they are going through. So when you are anchored in your Swadharma, you help others to pull themselves out. And that is how the interactions should be. And that is where all of this practice of being a trustee, being a double light angel, being light yourself helps. So again, coming back to Swadharma and Paradharma is, am I in that triggered emotional stage, or am I in my soul conscious stage, and then relating to others as a soul, and they are going through their own, they are being stuck in their emotional stage. So then the whole body language, the tone, how we perceive will be totally undisturbed from my natural stage, and then I'll try to pull them out of their uh, roller coaster wherever they are. So did I answer your question? Every time I go
Yes.
beyond, how I relate is the thumb rule. Yeah. Cool. So thank you very much. So let's take a minute. Vijay,
Just one quick announcement about tomorrow's session. So tomorrow is a buffer day, Sunday. So we have Arif Bhai joining us, who will be conducting a class on the topic of promise of purity. So I request everyone to join and take complete benefit of the class. Over to you, Harsha Bhai.
you. So let's take a minute to take the power of the gathering. So we are together in this journey. Make yourself very still. Go into this relaxed stillness. As you're relaxing, you're letting go of any tightness, anything that you're holding back, and going into the state of flow, not only in your physical awareness in your body, getting relaxed and naturally going into a state of flow, but also making your mind relaxed. Whatever awareness is you're holding, let go. Let the energy in your mind flow. Let your mind naturally open up, become very spacious, and become naturally still. A pure, peaceful stillness. As you're relaxing your heart, releasing any stuck emotions, opening your heart, bringing this state of flow, a loving flow, making your heart naturally come into this loving stillness, that eternal loving stillness, into the heart of the ocean of love, Baba. Your heart totally in tune with Baba's love, light, and natural stillness. For the rest of the day, carry this state of being flow, flowing all the transient emotions, and very still in Baba's love and light. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Harshabai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a wonderful day.